and goal here in the Steel City. And a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set. We're set as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Mayfield.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. 49 yards.
First down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield escaping the pressure, thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run with Logan. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 34. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 43 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st down, it's Logan. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
On the stop. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it left side to Johnson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. T.J. Logan, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Browns, nothing. Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
35-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 41, Mayfield flush to his right. And this will be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
And 8.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the 1st quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
They'll run on first down. Logan. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. This is Logan. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Ball carrier. The tackle made just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. That's to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it here with Logan. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Tackle made.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams.
Ford on 4th. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Following the interception, Mayfield flushed out right. That is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
9 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
Mayfield.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Terry McLaurin.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd down now, it's Logan. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
He was brought down by Sheldrick Redwine. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and...
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
By the Browns.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Mayfield to his new target, Hooper, for a Cleveland 1st.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run again with Logan. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Roethlisberger with a pass complete to Claypool. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
At the 20-yard line.
I know from talking with scouts, one of the biggest question marks people had about Chase Claypool coming out, what they call his long speed. Just how fast was he in the 40-yard dash? He showed that he's plenty fast enough, coupled with a 6'4" body and a physical, strong stature. He's got a chance to be a star in this league. Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Mayfield. He completes it to Hunt. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Nice grab there by Kareem Hunt. It's going to be fun to watch him expand his game here in 2020. Versatile in the passing game, can carry it on the ground as well. Remember, he only played about half the season in 2019, 37 catches and a touchdown during that time. He's going to find more snaps this year and really expand this offense.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he finds McLaurin. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
You circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down and 4, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
To Kareem Hunt.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A run for Nick Chubb. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A 5-yard pickup.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one. Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. It's a 6-yard.
Shit, that's what I would do with a shit. I ain't got no fair receivers at all.
They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
I see that late, bro.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 3rd down, Logan. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And that means 4th down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Right, because he got 3 offensive defensive linemen on the field. I got to. I ain't had that. I ain't got that in that formation. Man, I'm wasting too much time. All right.
Time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
They can drag.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a gain of 35.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Completion here to Corey.
This nigga fumbled, man. Come on, bro. Man, come on, bro.
Didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores. Pretty much game, set, match.
Oh, man.
About to get started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just
I'm not gonna fucking play you. I fucking suck.
Dupree, former first-round pick, in on the stop.
I don't know who it is. I guess. I think it is. He ain't making it out the AFC, I'll tell you that. Not running this shit. He ain't making it out the AFC.
Find some room to get this up to about the 14. Still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Yeah, shit, that was cover too.
The 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. They'll go as a gain of 9, and that should land an ending to this one.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to
Oh my God.
the tight end Hooper. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
I should have ran me with my fucking self.
Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be incomplete.
I should have ran me with my fucking self. I believe this. I was low-key scared going down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Mayfield. There goes a deep ball.
Man, what the fuck, man?
And this will be caught. But forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
I ain't good at this shit, man.
For quarters 2, 3, and 4.